I'd like to give a moment of silence for your next comic. Moment of silence for Megan and McCaleb!
Baby, can't you see I'm
I usually gyrate more to that song, but I threw my back out last night at the gym, so I didn't. It's probably best too. It would have just made a mess of your hat here. We actually, comedians, we try to do weird things sometimes. He's like, how do you want me to bring you out? And I was like, let's try a moment of silence. You guys, it worked. We gotta just get you guys, you gotta save it a little bit so you're ready to just like have some outbursts here. My name's Megan. I'm actually a Boise native. Any other natives out here? This is a little fun fact for you guys. A few years ago, I was actually voted Boise's best local comedian. Not the funniest. So there's no guarantee here. Who's Boise's best? What's that? The mute comedian? I don't know. Oh man, here we go. You know what? I was just telling someone the other day that they're like, do you ever have a problem with like people talking during your set and stuff? And I was like, I actually have never had that happen before. And the universe is like, guess what, bitch? They didn't have them, but I'm gonna call them up Monday and say, you need to have a best mute comedian.
Because you're vocal.
It's true. I have never in my life heard, okay, I'm gonna stop. Don't give him the power, Megan. You're always thinking, it's my weakness. I have an anxious attachment style. I always just give every guy all the power and I just shrink my size down in my emotions and I just go through life really sad. It's been my pattern. My daddy issues started a while ago. Actually, none of those, now I'm gonna just make up entirely different jokes. I wasn't even on this track. Where were we? Now you're saying that I'm the best because I'm going to just make stuff up. And I could just say jokes and then you wouldn't even have any idea if I just made them up tonight or not. Unless I would actually keep this inner dialogue in my mind. But I don't have that. Anyhow, so I'm still here in Boise. I've been doing comedy a long time, but it's hard to get famous here, you know? I'm really grateful. Another round of applause for the club here. We don't always have a club. But sometimes when I'm like trying to fill shows, like we'll just pick different venues around town that are like, sure, why not? We'll do a comedy show and then we have to like get people there. And self-promotion is exhausting. But one time I thought, okay, here's a clever idea. The HOA I live in was like, you guys should get on next door so everybody knows the haps of the neighborhood. And I was like, okay, that sounds fun enough. And I was like, oh, I didn't know what next door was really all about until I got on there. Some of you guys sound familiar? Well, I get on there and I was like, oh, okay, well, there actually is a little section where you can list local events. And I was like, well, that's fantastic because I put on local events. So there I was all innocently in the dark of night eating my popcorn at my desk going, okay, let's get this promo going here. I was going to do a comedy show for Valentine's Day at the time and I was like, come enjoy a night of laughter and merriment and celebrating that pesky little human emotion of love. And by morning, someone named Sharon from Austin Creek Subdivision had written all caps N-O period. And I was like, rude. And then I looked a little closer and I saw that someone named Rayanne had hearted the no. I was like, good grief. Like I don't change names for jokes. I never will. I'm determined to find them someday. And then I just think, well, I'll never find them here at a comedy show because they hate joy. In fact, they're both home right now. They're looking up all the things online and they're just being like, me, no, everything sucks. And their dog pooped on my lawn again. But the next door app is essentially 98% just pure complaining, right? It's like the guy that's like, whoever's driving the Dodge, or the Dodge, well, it could be a Dodge that day too, whatever he's bitching about that day. But the beige Prius driving too fast through the neighborhood, they're like, slow down. Like, yeah, I'm sure that's where people are getting their daily driving tips and stuff. Just nagging, and then there's that other little 2% where it's that guy that's like, hey, I have someone's cat. Came in through my dog door. Next door. I love Jen's jokes. I was listening to her earlier. She's had the one baby. That's light work, you guys. I have given birth to 5 babies. I know, right? A lot of people are like, whoa, that's a lot of kids. But I also used to be Mormon, so people always made me feel like I was way behind on my procreation form. Also, growing up as a young Mormon girl, I remember learning during that chastity lesson that the Spirit of the Lord would withdraw from one who is in sexual transgression. A 16-year-old boy will not withdraw. Nearly quick enough. And that's how I got pregnant the first time. In fact, an opportunity I have never had in my entire comedy career is unfolding right before your eyes. You want to know a funny little fact?
Yeah.
I got pregnant in the basement of a couch right here in Boise of this couple right here. Those are the parents of my high school. Round of applause for Bonnie Collingwood. On the floral couch in the basement by the drum set one fateful night. No, it was actually afternoon. It was between school and whenever you guys got home from work. This is the best night of my life. I'm elongating this because we need to. I need to savor this moment. This may never happen again in our time. Isn't that a great line, though, about the 16-year-old boy not withdrawing nearly quick enough? That's your son I'm talking about. Oh, shoot! Okay, anyhow. So, yeah, 5 babies. That'll wreck your body. That'll wreck your confidence pretty damn quick. A lot of things change when you have a lot of babies, right? I eventually came to grips with my stretch marks and my loose skin. When I went and I got a spray tan, it looked like a set of mini blinds. And all the nursing, 3 of my babies were nursed through the winter, and that is no fun to nurse in the winter. I'm a cold-blooded lady. Ooh, the last time I was nursing a kid, it was actually during Snowmageddon. I was extra cold that year. Every time I tried to pump, it came out like soft serve. It's just like, what are you gonna do with those? By the time they're done, they're just like so many whoopee cushions that have gone before. Putting a bra on anymore is like trying to put one onto those air tube wobbly arm guys that are outside of the car. It's like the end of the night, and they're like, "Hey, Raj, go ahead and shut her down." It's like, just kind of like scoop them up and lasso them in. The cups are too big now. It's sort of like, you know when you need to separate the yolks from the whites? It's kind of like that. You know, one time I was emceeing a gala, like this really fancy event, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go all out. So I got this hot little number. It was like really low cut in the front, really short, totally backless. I'm like, I don't normally show that much skin, so like, first of all, I'm like, what do I do about all these back zits? I need like True Match foundation to cover up my back knee. And I was like, what kind of bra do you wear with these things? And some of you ladies know, it's those like adhesive like chicken cutlet situations. I'm like, well, what? First of all, this girl in the box at the Target end cap, she definitely doesn't need these yet. She's still got buoyancy. And I'm like trying to squish all my loose skin, like collect all the flesh, and it's all wrinkly, and I'm like, all right. I think I bent my nipple under there. And then there's those tiny little plastic clips. You just pull them together with all your might and integrity, and you click it, and then boom, you have cleavage. It's like, oh, right. These things are like the Josh Groban of undergarments. It's like, you raise me up. Or like even later in the song where there's that change, the key change, it's like, you raise me up. It's like, let's go, girls. Because you know they're askew over there. Anyway. So I get there and I'm like feeling it. I could see heads turn and I was like, ooh, everybody's checking me out here. I was like, oh, this year's hottest fashion trend. Early onset midlife crisis. And I was like, nailed it. like shimmying up there, trying to get everybody going for the night. And I was like, oh crap, what was that sound? Again, my confidence was shook because it sounded like Hannibal Lecter was in my dress. I'm like, whoa, 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 hold still. Then you get home and you don't rip these things off like Band-Aids. No. You gotta brace yourself. And you pull on that thing and you gotta just commit. And you just pull with all your might. Wow, look at that stretch, it's like pulling taffy. And then all this sweat just starts cascading down my body, just washing away every last shred of dignity. Oh my goodness. So I've tried to take care of myself, do different fun workouts and things over the years. One time I had this clever idea to take up pole dancing. I thought, that'd be fun. That would make me feel fun and sexy. No, not when I do it. There's a lot of like clamping involved to stay on the pole. It's a difficult sport, my friends. If you have not tried it, check and see if they have a Groupon. They usually do this time of year. But I finally like got myself clamped, and then it was sort of like when you're letting the air out of a balloon. It's like climb myself back up. I did actually figure out how to do one of those like flip upside downsy types of tricks, which I thought was really cool at first until I started getting hit with my own slappy boobs in the other direction. I'm in like a boob car wash upside down. They're like, this is not sexy at all. This guy was like, oh, you do pole dancing? Did you get your nipples pierced? And I was like, no. Can you imagine? That would be like medieval weaponry. You'd be like, does not sound safe at all. Friends, I can't believe I'm about to tell you this, but as recently as 2 weeks ago, a gentleman had the audacity to say to me that I would look prettier if I smiled. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And I was like, what, like this? Does this accentuate my pretty features for you, sir? Like, why are we still saying that? And what are we supposed to be doing? Like, all of us look angry. There's a lot to be angry about in this world these days.
Yes.
We all have that resting bitch face that we all hear so much about. And I'm like, why did we even call it that anyway? Dude, this bitch hasn't rested in at least 18 years. It's my thinking face anyway. What would be a better alternative though? Have you ever thought about that? Okay, if we're not going to be like scowling all the time, should we try resting pleasant face? I did try it. I actually went around and I was just smiling, trying to remember to like keep my 11s like kind of smoothed out. And you know what? It makes the Winco employees very uncomfortable when you are smiling gently at the produce. Okay, so what about resting terrified face? We all just went around looking scared, like you're like Walking Dead or something. Oh wait, I got a good one. Oh, I think you guys are gonna like this. I just thought of this. How about resting O face? I'm not gonna demonstrate that though, but this girl is. Come on now. But that's just what we do. And we do have a lot to be angry about. It's alright, that's why we have comedy, so that we can all laugh through it, right? I have been trying to get out there a little bit and date. You guys aren't gonna believe this, but I've been single for 8 years. I mean, who would divorce this? What a crazy, oh boy. We often like stay in relationships that we shouldn't for longer than we do, right? And it's always so common. It's like the closest relationship to us, right? Our partner. We don't do that with other things that we value. Like we don't have like, oh, I have this great mechanic, except for when he forgets to put the brakes back on. No, it's like one mistake and he's out, you know? Like, come on, let's be realistic. They have this one job they need to fill, right? I have a personal trainer, and I have almost had to fire her a few times because she's like, well, your muscles would get bigger if you weren't giving your jaw so much exercise by talking so dang much. I'm like, that's kind of rude, but also it's my job. Or like, if you have a hair person, you'd be like, oh, Skyla does such a great job with my hair, except for that one time she lit my head on fire. Like, no, we don't do that. But I often like to reflect and think, you know, I'm going to take some accountability for me, you know, maybe I should look and see if I was part of the problem, possibly. And as I reflect over all of my most important relationships in my life, I guess I could say that I really relate to a Roomba. So I try approaching things from all these different angles, and I really take my time. I collect all these little crumbs along the way. No matter what I do, I just suck. Oh, the Roomba joke. That's all right. You guys, I actually really enjoy life. It's fun. I get to just be silly on Saturday nights and have a reason to get out of my house and shampoo my hair. I'm just kidding. I'm on day 6 of my dry shampoo. Anyway, before I get out of here, I will go ahead and confirm that I have, in fact, been weird my entire life. So this, what you see before you, this doesn't just happen overnight. You don't become a divorced, recovering Mormon with ADHD and depression and 5 kids that are like, should she be the one raising us? Like, you don't just turn that overnight. No. I ate a lot of cat food as a child. That's what I'm saying. I was a weirdo. What can I say? I love cats. And I was under the impression that eating a large amount of cat food would turn me into one. And I had no reason to think my sister was lying to me. Obviously it didn't work. Turns out the side effects took a little bit longer. I can see as an adult a little more each day that it turned into a cougar. Alright, that's my time. You guys are great audience.